We make events. My name's John Grimshaw and I own and operate Stagefast, an outdoor staging supplier. I supply stages like this one, and in 2018 I started a new venture, fabricating outdoor mobile stages. I locked in a factory space and I tooled up to be able to fabricate in steel and aluminium. I put together a great team of welders and labourers and industrial sewing machinists and so on. And 2019 was an amazingly busy year for me, with my new team working hard to build stages in time for 2020. Then towards the end of 2019, just to make things a little bit more complicated in my world, bushfires were popping up throughout the country. In November of 2019, I had to down tools and I had to put on a different hat to fight fires that hit my home community in the Blue Mountains. November, December, and then January was a non-stop blur of fabrication, staging events, and firefighting. Once I was finally beyond Australia Day in 2020 in January, Stagefast could finally take a break. 6 months of non-stop work and firefighting was incredibly draining for me personally. Of course, by that time, COVID was beginning to show its true colours. My next gig, the Blue Mountains Music Festival, was cancelled due to COVID, and it was shut down the day before it opened and after I'd set up 2 stages on their site. I think they made the right call, and I'm not going to chase them for the cost of setting up and then pulling down my stages. I just hope they can try again, maybe in 2021, maybe later. My event pipeline dried up overnight, and just like everyone else, I settled in to wait it out. And it's all a bit different today. When the recent Are You OK Day rolled around, I'm one of those many people in the events industry that should have honestly answered with a no to that question. I'm struggling for 100 different reasons, one of them being that there seems to be no government appetite to support this massive industry. Only one of my many staff members qualified for JobKeeper. Everyone else was casual or too recent an employee with no work to do. So my factory fell silent just as I was gearing up to put on permanent staff, possibly take on a metal fabrication apprentice. Not just in my business, but throughout the industry, so many highly skilled people have been forced out of the industry because they had to put food on their tables. It will take years to bring back the skilled people now lost to the industry. In addition, there must be hundreds of companies with millions upon millions of dollars tied up in inventory now sitting idle, leasing payments, factory rentals and ongoing maintenance, all outgoings with negligible income. I'm one of the lucky few that has a good chance to be able to weather this storm and start again, but there'd be plenty of companies not so lucky. Right now, any event producer thinking about putting together a gig would be gambling serious money to try and plan an event, especially when it could so easily be shut down at the last minute. It can take a full year to properly plan and execute a large gig. 2021 is only 3 months away, so I can tell you now, next year is going to remain a very quiet year for our industry. Meanwhile, the hundreds of event suppliers like me are out of luck. We barely rated a mention in the multi-million-dollar announcement by the federal government, and I'm yet to hear where $1 of that money's gone. I'm disappointed that the government seems to have overlooked us. It really feels like they place no value in my business, my employees, my skills, my life. There is no plan for us other than wait. Are you okay? No, not really. We used to make events, and for those of us that are left, we hope to make events again.